wristband. Let's get ready to rock and roll here in Long Beach. Barnett set fires. First pitch popped up and fouled away. And we're underway at 6:06 p.m. locally here in Southern California. It's the Beach wearing the all-black unis. UCLA wearing the all-white uniforms. UCLA in cursive across their chest. LB and the logo on the right side of the Long Beach uniforms. The 0-1 is grounded to first, and stepping on the bag at first base is Sinclair Lahorn for the first out. Megan Grant lasts a couple of pitches, hits .376, but an early out here for Kate Barnett. Now here comes Maya Brady. Senior hitting .370. One out, nobody on top first. Reigning Pac-12 Player of the Year. Takes a pitch upstairs for ball one. Of course, the familial connection is there, but making a name in her own right. A lot of talent in the box. One Maya Brady. One out, nobody on. Takes a called strike. Tonight's home plate umpire is Christina Drum. Got Rob Pentinkoff at first and Scott Tomlinson at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. As that pitch misses low, ball 2. So the 2-1 from Barnett. Roxon fires, grounded to first. And again, similar thing, 3 unassisted. As Lahorn, maybe just a couple of steps to her right compared to Grant's ground ball. It's Brady who grounds out 2 outs here in the top of the first. This is one of those games where both teams in the midst of conference races, a late season midweek, you wonder, all right, where are the day offs coming? Maybe opportunities, late season plate appearances to crack the lineup for some. Maybe not in the top of the order as Jadalyn Alchin steps in, 2 outs, nobody on. But maybe an opportunity for some pitchers to get some confidence going to late stage conference play as Barnett pumps the strike zone with strike number 1. You wonder if Long Beach will have a short leash with Barnett here tonight. 0-1, misses high, ball 1. This was a game that was actually supposed to take place in early April, almost 3 weeks ago. But with some rain changing things and affecting the Long Beach schedule, they had to reschedule this game 3 weeks later. And here we are, late April, still getting this one in. 1-1, popped up, foul ground, third base side. Is it playable? And it is dropped right there by Long Beach's Carly Robbins. That's a play you want to make. Can't give a team extra outs. One of the keys to the game was defense for the Beach. But here's Alchin with an opportunity. 1-2, 2 outs, top 1. A Bruin team that has vaulted up the standings as of late. 1-2. Knuckled into right center for a base hit. Alchin heading for 2. The throw is cut off and a 2-out double. After the drop pop-up in foul grounds, turns into a 2-strike, 2-out double for the Bruins. And just like that, a 2-out base runner in scoring position. A chance to take advantage of the early Long Beach miscue. Jordan Woolery stepping to the plate, first baseman, hitting .294. 21 RBIs to her credit so far this season. Stands far to the side of the right-handed batter's box. First pitch hammered deep to left field, tailing foul, hooking foul if you will, into the UCLA bullpen. First pitch swinging. Oh and 1 as Alchin stands at second, the left fielder with a 2-out double. 0-1 fouled behind into the on-deck batter's circle. And quickly ahead is Barnett, 0-2. Barnett, the freshman from Nipomo, just went back locally after the Beach went up to San Luis Obispo this weekend in the Central Coast. It's maybe the start of her early collegiate career against the Bruins. This one's popped up, shallow left. Wind might be playing a little bit of tricks, but easily caught and handled and left by Sarah Olson. Games closing in on the century mark for innings pitched. First pitch cut on and missed by Sarah Olson. The senior left fielder hitting .286. Terry will bring the velo for the Bruins tonight. So can the Beach catch up to it? Scratch across a run or two in the early frames. Terry rocks and fires, lightly tapped back to the circle. Terry turns and a firm throw to first. Right there is Jordan Woolery at first as we take a look at her defensive alignment left to right around the infield. Tessa Malaulu at third. Maya Brady at short. Terry, first pitch. Brings the heat, misses a little low, ball one. Packed out house. Not a seat to be found here at the LBSU softball complex. Everybody coming in. Won't be any seats to find. Standing room only. Terry's 1-0 is lightly popped up first base side and almost a miscommunication there. It's Woolery who grabs it. Pola was trying to call her off with maybe the better angle. Woolery backing up on it, still makes the play. Take another look at it. Woolery backing up. Normally that's not a ball. The first baseman backing up. It's not one you want to make if the second baseman can get there, but either way, 2 outs, nobody on. As Michaela Medellin, the only Long Beach player in the order with significant playing time to have a .300 batting average, and she gets hit off her hand. First pitch leads to a Long Beach base runner with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Two outs, runner at first. Here is Sinclair Lahorn. This is high, ball one. For Terry, 5'6" freshman hailing from Glendale, Arizona. 4-year letter winner at Greenway High School. Misses high, ball two. It's interesting how just one pitch can change the frame of an inning. 2 quick, easy outs. Hits 1, 2 out of the zone. This is where if you're Lahorn, you want a pitch to swing and hit in the gap. Only 11 RBIs for her. It takes an off speed for strike one. Pulls the string. Two-one is lightly tapped foul up the first base line. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Terry looks into her dugout. Gets the sign, rocks and fires. Swung on a missed, strike 3. After the high cheese, we go to the second. Each team leaves a 1-15. The last 16 is Long Beach against UCLA, including 8 straight losses. Last year was a top 2 ranked UCLA team and a Big West champion in Long Beach. As that pitch is lined to deep left field, it is off the wall. Heading to second with a leadoff double is Taylor Stevens, the DP. Second double for the Bruins here tonight. So for Long Beach, they're going to try and break that 8-game losing streak. Need things to go exactly according to plan. But this is the pair of teams competing for conference crowns. UCLA all alone atop the Pac-12. Brought out the Brooms against the Cardinal last weekend. UCLA facing a Long Beach team that has turned their season around after a rough non-conference start. A bunt called strike is Malaulu. Thought about bunting with her .301 average, pulled back, strike 1. Long Beach, torrid start, injuries galore, and next thing you know, fixed things and found winning ways in conference play. A lot of their wins this season have come in their last at-bat here at home at the LBSU softball complex, so they've had quite a flair for the dramatic late. We'll see if that comes into play tonight. As the 1-1 Bunted right in front of home plate, scooped up the throw to first, just in time. Almost hit the runner, Malaulu, but she sacrifices the runner to third. 5-4 put out for the first out. Long Beach year in and year out has been, as probably talked about before, competing with Cal State Fullerton since the pandemic for first place in Big West, usually alternating years. Generally in the same year where they've hosted or gone on the road to Cal State Fullerton for who wins first place in the Big West. As this pitch pitched up the middle, grounded off the glove of Barnett into right field, squeaks through for Savannah Pola. 13th RBI of the year. Barnett fields that, maybe has a chance to pick off the runner at third. Instead, turns into an infield knock for the Bruins that works its way and trickles into right. 1-0 UCLA as Stevens comes home. Yeah, take a look at that. One of those where you're working your PFPs, comes back off the glove, and nothing Long Beach could have done to either get the out or prevent the run. Here's Jayla Castro stepping in. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in for UCLA. A double, a sacrifice, and a single right back up the middle. As the fans raucous here in Long Beach tonight. 1-0, fouled away, 1-1. Vicious rip at it by Castro. Only has 7 at-bats this year. 2 for 7, no RBIs. Generally, when you get a midweek game, this is a good opportunity, especially for your catchers to get some rest. As that pitch misses high, ball 2. So Kelly Perez says, all right, let's do that. Give the junior an opportunity to get some swings. And there we go, now first and second for the Bruins. A big inning brewing here in inning number 2. For Barnett over the weekend at Cal Poly, pitched on Saturday. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned given up. Had 4 Ks, which isn't exactly her strong suit, but was a season and career high for her as the freshman. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Janome O'Neill. First and second, 1 out. We'll see if she's asked to bunt, maybe slap one the other way. 1-0, squares, pulls back, takes a called strike 1. With Megan Grant on deck, don't want to take any chances of hitting into a funky double play ball to end the inning. Or could be drawing in the third baseman a little closer. That time, no square around, takes ball 2. Little cat and mouse game between Robbins at third as this one squibbed to short. Pick throw to first in time to retire May O'Neill. Nice play on the run by Selena Perez. Now here's Megan Grant, 0 for 1 today. Base hit here with plate 2. Pitch for a called strike 1. Grant taking all the way. Has 23 RBIs to her credit. 13 extra base hits of her 41 so far this season, and now 37 games played and started. 0-1. Grant takes high. 1-1. One wonders the mix of pitches Barnett can go to with the 5'10" freshman right-hander. Trying to weave in and out of this top-tier lineup. Popped up, drifting into right center. Medellin catches it for out number 2, but not before the Bruins on an infield. 1 1/3 innings pitched. It's been a stalwart in the bump in the circle for UCLA. First pitch misses upstairs. It's Jocelyn Vidal, one of our players to watch. The senior from La Puente. Played 4 years at San Jose State, a former Spartan, filling the need in the portal for the Beach this year. 1-0. Misses low, ball 2. Vidal played as a conqueror at Los Altos High. Was one of a few transfers to the Long Beach State squad this year. High strike at the letters. 2-1. So we'll see what this Spartan can do. Turned Long Beach State player. In her final year playing collegiate softball, and takes it off the elbow. And maybe you didn't see that on the camera, but just winced back to us in a little bit of pain. And just smiling with Kim Souter at first. Watch this. Does that catch the elbow guard? No, that's all flesh right there. Didn't like it. Maybe a little grimace as well. And now another base runner. That's the second hitter that has been hit by a pitch tonight by Caitlin Terry, who can get it up there upper 60s. So maybe not so much full control over the rise tonight. So after Vidal, here's Rebecca Durazo. There's a pair of home runs this year, 17 RBIs. Long Beach looking to answer here in the bottom of the second. Long Beach with the pinch runner at first as Durazo takes high, ball 1. It is Erica Estrada, the freshman outfielder, currently pinch running for Vidal. We'll see if they give her the green light to go. Maybe put some action on the bases with a hit and run. As instead, the 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. The zone getting squeezed a little bit by Terry. Gives a little glare back to the umpire saying, where'd that miss? I don't know. Not getting that outside corner as she needs to the right-handed hitters. 2-0. Little bloop shot, shallow left, drops in for a single. Saw an off swing by Durazo. It drops into shallow left, right in front of Jadalyn Alchin. Didn't really have a play on it. You can see she did her best, but no chance to get there. Listen. So after Durazo, here's Carissa Sweet. This is the bottom third of the order, as that first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. First hit of the game for Long Beach. It's bottom third where Sweet, Robbins, and Perez, where Long Beach has to, in the definition of scratch across a run. Here comes the bunt, pulls back, slaps it foul. That's exactly what Terry ordered. A lot of emphasis on the ball to be put in play here by Sweet. Creeping in at third. You've got Malaulu. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Has to be frustration from Souter when you get first and second, nobody out. All you want to do is move the runners over, get them both into scoring position. At least get the tying run to third with less than 2 outs. Here's Robbins, left on left matchup. Swings after the high cheddar and fouls it away. Estrada, the pinch runner at second. Durazo at first as the Los Alamitos native comes up. Hitting .218 this year with 18 RBIs. Takes a called strike 2. So quickly ahead, 0-2, the second straight hitter for Caitlin Terry. 2 Ks tonight for Terry. The 0-2 is poked into left field for a base hit. Bases loaded for the Beach. Excellent two-strike hitting for Carly Robbins. Going the other way, sticking with it, and just dunking it into left field. Loaded for Long Beach State. Taking a look at that one, dropped in. Second hitter tonight in this inning to get a base hit to left. Just scrapping it across. Here is Selena Perez. Bases loaded, one out. Line drive, base hit right center. Long Beach ties it at 1. The throw home is in time to get the runner at the plate. And now are the umpires going to call obstruction? No, they will not call obstruction. The first run scores. It's 1-1, but the strong throw from center gets the second out of the inning. Long Beach was hoping for a potential obstruction call, and instead, let's take a look at this one. Base hit tied the game at 1, and then that pitch misses low for ball 1. Perez comes through, and the ultra-aggressive call, but instead it's first and second, 2 outs. One-0. Off speed, misses, actually no, catches the zone, strike 1. Sarah Olson now as the lineup turns over. One is poked foul. So both teams 3 hits, a run in. Scratching one across in the second inning. That's tough to do against Caitlin Terry, who's been one of 2 UCLA options this year in the circle. Terry's ERA jumps over 2. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 on. 2-2. Off speed, lifted to short, and caught by Brady. So the Long Beach leadoff double by Taylor Stevens. Get things cooking. Second Bruin double of the day. You get a sacrifice bunt, playing a little small ball. Then next thing you know, right up the middle, Barnett had to kick off her glove. Nothing that Picard could do in the first run of the game scored for UCLA. And despite threatening in that third, Kate Barnett worked through some trouble with Megan Grant at the dish and now faces Maya Brady to lead off this third inning. If you want to go over the Brady accolades, it's just a laundry list of them, as the 1-0 pitch will catch the corner for strike 1. Stretches the outside corner there, as Long Beach will be as careful as they need to be with Brady, who's got 10 home runs this year, and make that 11. Right on cue, it's 2-1 UCLA. 11th bomb of the year, 40th RBI for Brady, out to deep right field, and the entire Bruins squad out to celebrate. Barnett left that one high, and Brady simply turned on it. Long Beach isn't the easiest place to hit one out, but it got out in a hurry. A courtesy look there from Sweet and right, but the Bruins retake the lead once again here in the third. First pitch, he called strike on the outside to Jadalyn Olchin. Which, after all that, it's Brady who does her best work leaving the yard, the reigning Pac-12 batting champion. Last year, Brady hit .456, a little bit less, as this one's grounded to short, scooped up, throw to first is high, lets the runner on. First error of the game for Long Beach. Although they've had a miscue, a dropped pop-up in foul grounds in the first inning led to a double, but no runs coming in. As now Jordan Woolery comes up. First two Bruins reach base. Nobody out, a run in. First pitch grounded deep in the hole at short. Snagged the throw. There will be none. Perfectly placed. Long Beach at double play depth. And that's what happens, right? When you have to play in the double play depth, you make one bad throw, you get an infield single that finds a hole, if you will, and now 2 on, nobody out. Taylor Stevens comes up. Stevens doubled in her first plate appearance. Chance to break this one open here in the third. First pitch, Stevens takes a called strike 1. Christina Drums loved that corner inside to righties, outside to lefties for a strike. Two on, nobody out. Big swing here by Stevens could really break things open as the bunt is laid foul. About as close as you can get to sticking in fair territory, but just doesn't. 0-2. A lot of local youth softball players in attendance. Cheering on, screaming. Not exactly sure who they're cheering for. Some of them wearing blue and gold, but just enjoying an entirely packed Long Beach State softball complex as the 0-2 misses high to change the eyes for ball 1. One-two is hooked foul, golfed to the nearby walkway and bike path here at Long Beach State's campus. As the bystanders have to be aware when the softball game's going on. Hey, turn and you might get some free in and out. I don't know if you don't have a ticket if that works, but hey, I like that deal. 1-2. This is high with the rise for ball 2. Stevens with 10 RBIs this year and a home run to her ledger. Already one hit this inning. The 2-2 misses outside. 3-2. This is where, if you're Barnett, the freshman wanted to pitch perfectly, catch the black, catch the corners. At some point, you got to come to the strike zone, and this is where Stevens is waiting and looking to bait on a pitch down the middle. 3-2. Grounds it. Foul down the third base side. Three-two, swung on a miss, strike 3. Stevens chases the high rise. And even though it's sunset, that wasn't one to go after. Could have been ball 4, but first out of the inning. Here comes Tessa Malauulu. For Barnett, it's her first K of the evening. Comes in the third inning. Big one to get as Malauulu takes a called strike 1. From Barnett, I'm probably just peppering that outside corner again and again and again. No need to go inside to the lefty. 0-1. Lifted towards left, tailing foul, and reaches the corner. That's strike 2. For Barnett, the outside corner has been given to the lefties religiously tonight. I would not go anywhere inside if you could. Just pepper it. Maybe place it in the right-handed batter's box if you could tonight. 0-2, 1 out, 2 on. As Barnett takes the sign, Rocks and fires, slapped down the left field line, caught on the run in foul territory. Tracking it down is Olsen, and now there's 2 outs here in the top of the third. Malauulu probably heard all that, reached after it, poked it. That's exactly what you have to do as a hitter. Didn't maybe hit the sweet spot, but excellent job by Olsen to race down in foul territory and make the play. And Savannah Pola makes her second plate appearance of the day. Already has an RBI to her credit tonight. Hit it right back off of Barnett's glove, and it ricocheted into right. Takes the ball high, 1-0. Alternate second, Woolery at first. Reaching on the air in the infield single, following the Brady solo blast to right. As that's a called strike 1. Squibb to second on a hop. A great tough play made there at second base as Fullerton hosts Cal Poly this year. Here we go. Caitlin Terry will miss high for ball 1 to Jacqueline Bicar. It's 2, 3, and 4 in the Beach order. Bicar, Medellin, and Lahorn want to string together some hits and tie the game yet again. After trailing 1-0, tied it. Had a runner thrown out the plates, as Terry has somewhat struggled with control so far tonight. Take a look at the Pac-12 standings. UCLA's sweep of Stanford puts them clear ahead of Stanford by 3 games. If you think of in the loss column, kind of funky with the rainouts and how everything plays out here. Not always that you say Los Angeles and rainouts in one sentence, but when you sweep number 2, you leave no doubt. As the 2-0 pitch misses in the dirt, ball 3. Not often that you're in first place with less wins, but when you have less losses in the head-to-head victory, it'll math. 3-0, Caitlin Terry, has to be perfect, right down the middle for strike 1. The 3-1 on its way. Will miss outside, ball 4. The first Long Beach hitter she's walked tonight, although she has hit. No, was that strike 2? That was strike 2. Oh my goodness, everybody was fooled. The car was heading down to first base. 3-2, that's in the dirt. Ball 4. Just keeping the hitters on their toes with that outside corner. As Medellin steps to the plate, representing the go-ahead run in the bottom of the third. Medellin, the best hitter in the Long Beach lineup, got hit in the first. Swings and misses. This is the matchup we've wanted to see tonight. Terry's heat versus Medellin swings. She's had 3 home runs this year, 16 RBIs, and is the best hitter in the Long Beach lineup. Has slowly seen her batting average climb up 60 points over the last few weeks. That hit off her foot, so it's strike 2. Oh and 2. Terry so far with 3 strikeouts. More hits given up than strikeouts of this Long Beach lineup so far. 0-2, lined hard foul down the first base side. Bicar at first. 8 stolen bases and 11 attempts. You wonder if they'll be aggressive. Testing the arm of Castro with a good jump. 0-2. In the dirt. Would have been a good pitch to run on. Instead, ball 1. You do have 3, 4, and 5 in the order, though, so one wonders how aggressive you want to be. Quick pause in the action. And now we resume this at bat. One, two. Hammer down at third on a hop. The throw to second for one. The turn to first, not in time. What a great stop by Malauulu. Turn not completed by Pola, but just changes the runner of the fielder's choice. One out in the bottom of the third. Turn and quick reactions as Sinclair Lahorn comes up to the dish. Exit velo high on that swing by Medellin, just doesn't go for a hit. Lahorn will take outside for ball one. Terry just crossing over 40 pitches now for her outing tonight here in the bottom of the third. Long Beach making her work as the 0-1 off speed catches the top half of the zone for strike one. This is the sign of a team, if you're Long Beach, that is competing every at-bat, regardless if you're going against one of the best on the West, especially when it comes to freshman pitchers. 1-1 cut on and missed strike two. Grinding out at-bats, seeing that Terry isn't exactly around the strike zone as consistently as she would like tonight. Putting forth a good effort so far in the first near half of the ball game. Terry, though, still being dominant. Even with two punch-outs, going for three, misses high for ball two. Two is fouled away, kicks back off the screen. So far tonight, Long Beach 3 for 7 with runners on base. UCLA only 2 for 8. It's been an infield single and a home run. Bloop and a blast, but not in that order. Battle here, the 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3. As Castro keeps it in front, prevents the runner from advancing to second. Lahorn back in the first, struck out, has worked the count full in her second look at Caitlin Terry. Left on left matchup. Tough for Lahorn with a .235 average. The 3-2. Fouled back, a vicious rip at it. On the year, 16 walks to 12 strikeouts as we get a live look at that Long Beach State dugout. Three-two. That's high, ball 4. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead run at first. I believe that's the 4th free pass issued by Terry. Hit 2, has walked a pair. And you think about that last inning, Long Beach was ultra aggressive on a base hit to center that tied the game. Send a runner home. Strong throw by Mayonio. Cut down the runner at the plate as we take a look at that pitch. Borderline top of the zone for ball 4. Long Beach decided not to go after it so aggressively. Could have had runner at third. More cracks at it with the bases loaded and 1 out. As the Beach pinch runner at first. You also have Vidal, who was hit by a pitch in the second. Re-enters as the DP. Off speed, misses low, ball 1. Galena Gonzalez, the pitch runner at first. Medellin at second. 1-0, called strike 1 on the low inside corner. Again, the Beach threatening here in the third to answer back to that run score in the top of the third by the Bruins. A UCLA team with the rankings that were just released today, jumping closer to that 5-6 spot. Chopper towards the 5-6 hole. Brady backhands to 2 for 1. Sometimes those tricky hops can play mind games with shortstops, but Brady handles it with ease. 6-4 in the putout as Rebecca Durazo comes up. Tying run moves up to third with 2 outs. Durazo blooped a single to left in the last inning. Swings and misses at the ball above her hands. The Coleman native doing the catching duties tonight. 17 ribbies so far this season. Has number 18 standing at third. If she can clutch up with 2 outs, the 0-1. Way too tall, ball 1. One, low and away, ball 2. Mind you, this is a pitcher in Caitlin Terry that has not lost. 11-0, a save. Dominant, more than 2-1 better in her strikeouts to walks. 95 Ks this year to 41 walks. And so far tonight, struggling with control. Can the Beach take advantage yet again on an off night by Terry? The Bruins freshman southpaw. 2-1, Durazo takes upstairs, 3-1. Carissa Sweet waits on deck. Three-1. Durazo rips at it, fouls it back.
Reminder fans, return foul balls to the marking table located behind the bleachers for a chance to win in and out.
Sophie Dahl can get a little bit of a head start at first. 3-2, 2 outs. Medellin, the tying run, represented at third. The action pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Caitlin Terry, businesslike, works around a self-created jam. We go to the 4th, 2-1 Bruins. And Cal Poly keeping them in the thick of things in the Big West race. After a slow start to the year, first pitch swinging for Castro, shallow left, and caught by Perez at short. Wouldn't exactly call it a pitcher's duel, but so far the score holding up to it in the early frames. UCLA this year and last year, not immune to playing close games against teams with lesser records than themselves. Like to have a lot of late game action as this pitch will miss high for ball 1 to Meonio. It's 8-9-1. Jayla Castro, Janelle Meonio, and Megan Grant here in the top of the first. Last year, the Bruins expected to compete against Oklahoma nationally, make another Women's College World Series appearance. All of a sudden, went 2-out in a shocking early loss as that one's lined into left center for a base hit. Meonio going for 2. The throw cut off, and a double for Meonio. If that throw wasn't cut off, the Beach had a real good chance to nail Meonio at second. Let's take a look. Racing, back hitting was Medellin, fired it in, and look at that. That throw, if it wasn't cut off, would have been right there. Ricard could have turned and swiped the tag, and I think what it got her would have been a very close play. And there you go, you get a frustrated Perez at short. Probably didn't hit the call. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Wasn't cut. And runner in scoring position for the Bruins. As that pitch misses outside, 1-0. Megan Grant, the top of the order, and then Maya Brady, when Long Beach could have stolen it out at second base. Grant tonight 0 for 2. The 1-0 catches the outside corner for strike 1. And for UCLA, wanted to rid last year's Demons. A shocking early upset. And after this year's early season struggles, turned it around. Shortened the rotation a little bit. Bats got hot. and things have found themselves looking bright for the rest of the Pac-12, the second Pac-12 tournament, and what they want to succeed in, the NCAA tournament. A sport that's been dominated so far recently by the Sooners in years as of late, as the 2-1 misses outside 3-1. Don't exactly want to put on Grant. On deck, Maya Brady went deep in the top of the third to give the Bruins this current 2-1 lead, her 11th of the year. Team leading total and 40 RBIs. As the off speed sneaks back in there, curves in for strike 2. Backdoor curve by Barnett. Only has 1 strikeout, has given up 6 hits, has not walked any, and allowed 3 doubles. Very different fashion. 3-2. Grounded up the middle into center. Medellin scoops it up. The throw to the plate is in time to get the out. Home plate umpire almost called safe and then switched it at the last moment. A dime from Medellin to Durazo, who applies the tag. First runner nailed at the plate tonight by UCLA. Each team has thrown a runner out at home plate. Looked like a perfect play for a center fielder. Medellin turned right on a dime, and a very close play as the Bruins have a would-be third run cut down at home. Second out of the inning. I guess the ball doesn't lie, if you will. Meonio was close to being thrown out at second, and this time got thrown out at the plate. As Maya Brady, 1 for 2 today, takes a first pitch called strike. Was one of our players to watch. It's between her and Grant flip-flopping for the UCLA lead in batting average. Waves and misses at a pitch outside, 0-2. Just can't leave it in her wheelhouse, up and in. Players have been a little hesitant to pull off on a ball outside, having to protect that outside corner. That has been called consistently tonight. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kate Barnett is fired. Plays at the plate, runs, close plays. It's been everywhere as Carissa Sweet leads things off in the bottom of the 4th against the UCLA left-hander. First pitch called strike 1. Sun slowly setting behind Walter Pyramid, the iconic basketball and volleyball venue. They'll play host to the NCAA Men's Volleyball Championships coming up in a couple of weeks here in Long Beach. Actually, at the top 2 seeds between these two schools, UCLA men's volleyball, Long Beach State men's volleyball. Bitter rivals in recent years. Long Beach, a recent dominant squad in men's volleyball. UCLA has been an all-time dominant team. 0-2, popped up right side. That gets back into the crowd. Those teams slated potentially to have a third matchup this year in men's volleyball, potentially in the Walter Pyramid for the national championship. That's if both sides get to the newly expanded 8-team field. Tough potential semifinal opponents, whether it's Grand Canyon or UC Irvine, if the seeds hold up. 0-2, cut on a miss, strike 3, out number 1. 4th punch out for Terry. But tonight, battling it out here at the softball complex. Carly Robbins up. 1 for 1 today. Singled back in the second. Smacked it the other way with 2 strikes. And fouls it over the third base side, back to the nearby soccer field, George Allen Field. Named after the late former Long Beach State football coach, of course, since disbanded football program. 0-1, cut on a miss, strike 2. Go back in yesteryear, we can look at box scores when these teams could have football programs that could have played each other, but now you've got very shifting landscape of college athletics with NAL conference realignments and everything in between here in 2024. 0-2, an excuse me check swing foul by Robbins. Caitlin Terry hoping for her first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Could come against the 7, 8, and 9 hitters of the Long Beach State lineup. Could be exactly what the doctor ordered as the 0-2 misses high. It's been her consistency around the zone that has just not been there. Location, location, location. Works for a business and, you know, works especially for a pitcher. Robbins went the other way with 2 strikes last time. The 0-2 this time gets bettered and bested by Terry for strike 3. K number 5 for the freshman left-hander.
Shortstop number 7, Selena Perez.
2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Selena Perez. Had an RBI knockback in the second. Chops it slowly to short. Brady backhands off the back heel. Overthrows everybody, and Perez is safe at first with 2 outs. We'll await the scoring on that, whether it's an infield single and a tough play or an error for Brady at short. It would be the first error by the Bruin defense tonight if that's what it's ruled as. Or it could be the second hit for Perez. We take a look at it. Awkward hop, awkward throw. Goes online, would have had Perez. But you wonder about the degree of difficulty on that as Olsen swings through the first pitch. 0-1. Tying run at first. Bottom of the 4th inning. Would have been the first 1-2-3 inning for Terry tonight. Instead has to work through this one. 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. So officially ruled an error against Brady at short. That's the initial ruling, that is. 1-1. Olsen takes low, ball 2. So the initial scoring is a 2-out error by Brady that allows the runner to reach first. 2-1. Off speed, hit hard to center. It is caught on the run by Meoño. Gets over ahead. We've tied at 2, and the Beach is threatening for a lead. Now here's Jadalyn Alchin, who comes in 1 for 2 with a double. Top of the 5th against Barnett, who's done great. Lifted to right, coming in though to make the catch is Carissa Sweet for the first out. So far, the standing room only crowd's been traded to an entertaining back and forth ball game. Maybe not in score, but momentum swings and big defensive plays. Here's Jordan Woolery. Base hit away from getting that batting average back to 300. Takes an off-speed pitch for strike 1. In recent years, you've had Kelly Inouye Perez do her best to bring in top-notch recruiting classes. You got Woolery, who is amongst one of the more recent ones, is the 0-1. Waits on the off-speed and grounds it foul, 0-2. This is one of those growing up moments. If you're the freshman Kate Barnett, going through a UCLA order 2-3 times against the top of the order, giving them a home run to their best hitter and then striking her out the next time with a big fist bump. You can see the emotion from the freshman. Attempts to stretch the corner, doesn't happen there. That's how you grow, going from your freshman into your sophomore year. Or sometimes you might hear coaches say, at the end of the year, a freshman is no longer a freshman. Depends how much time you get as the 1-2. Curves outside, ball 2. And the maturation and almost by necessity, because of some injuries and shorthanded rotations by both, you've seen the growth of freshmen as this one's hooked into left on the foul line. Hustling to second is Woolery. There will not be a play as the throw is cut off. Olsen ran deep in the left field corner and a 1-out double for the Bruins. 4th double for UCLA, 5th extra base hit of the game. Pinch runner coming in for the Bruins as Woolery heads back to the bench. Lisa Losteen will be the pinch runner coming into the Bruins after it's all squared away with the umpires. Take a look, it's hooked right there, just to the right of the left field foul line. Hooking it down the corner. They've been able to get doubles tonight. The Bruins, though, the problem has been with runners on base and in scoring position, only 2 for 8. And when they did get that base hit, one of them was cut down at the plate. As the first pitch fouled away by Stevens, 1 for 2. She herself has one of those 4 UCLA doubles, back in the second and scoring. Bruins out hitting the beach, 8-3. Barnett, this will be her 70th pitch of the game. And an appeal to the third base umpire, who says called strike 2 on the swing. Stevens went around. We all looked live at it. Maybe a tough call for the home plate umpire to make. But if you ask for help, you can always say, all right, there you go. 0-2 grounder right back to Barnett. Looks the runner back to second, throws to first. And there's out number 2. If she makes that play back in the second inning, similar like ball right back up the middle, this could still be a 1-1 game.
Number 24, Tessa Malaulu.
As Tessa Malaulu, 0 for 1, steps up, 2 outs, runner at second. Malaulu takes a called strike, has made a nice play defensively at third tonight. Sacrifice back in the second, setting up the stage for the game's first run. Popped out back in the third. 0-1, misses high, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch will miss high, ball 2. Of course, this isn't a game that can happen at this time in recent years at Long Beach. The recent installation of lights allows this one to get a crowd in a midweek. Late, everybody can come to it. This one's lined to left, and a diving catch by Sarah Olsen robs the Bruins of a run. As it's 2-3-4 in the Long Beach order. Picard hits a cue shot to second on the first pitch, and quickly the 70th pitch turns into the first out of this 5th inning for Caitlin Terry, who's worked around, hitting 2 Long Beach players, walking 2, and rebounded for 5 strikeouts, including retiring last couple in a row. Would have been the first 1-2-3 inning in the 4th if there wasn't a 2-out error, as ruled by Maya Brady. Off speed, a called strike to Michaela Medellin. Hit by a pitch in the first. Hard ground ball to third into a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Is one of the few Long Beach players that could probably poke one out against Terry if given the opportunity. Takes low, ball 1. Seems like when the southpaw faces Medellin, a little extra added juice against the top hitters. We take a look quickly at Kim Souter, longtime Long Beach head coach, hoping for one of the biggest upsets in her coaching career against the Bruins. This one's lined to left, drops in for a base hit. Medellin, medium turnaround first, gets a base hit. Second time reaching base safely after hit by a pitch and a single. And the tying run is on base. Here comes Sinclair Lahorn. Taking a look at that swing. Line drive, hard, sinking in the left. Lahorn 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch called strike. 0-1, 1 out, 1 on. Just the 4th hit by the Beach today. This is a game that Long Beach is loving the way it's played out so far. UCLA would love to break one open in the 6th as that pitch misses high, 1-1. 75th pitch of the game for Terry, who at the last couple of outs has now gone over the century mark in her Bruin career for innings pitched in her freshman campaign. Go along with 98 Ks. 1-1. Misses high, ball 2. Medellin at first, maybe not the biggest stolen base threat. 5 stolen bases in 7 attempts. 71% success rate. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Pulling the string from underneath. Terry with the off speed. Lahorn swinging over top. Two. Outside, 3-2. Strike zone has wandered on that outside corner tonight to lefties. A little too far, though, as the count works itself full. Three-two. Grounded foul. Long Beach dugout's feeling it. The Beach has lost 8 consecutive games to the Bruins. 1-15 in the last 16 tries against UCLA. Is this the night? Long Beach has had a flair for the dramatic this year at home. 3-2. Lifts it to left center. Carrying it is off the wall. Racing around third. There will be a play at the plate. Brady's throw. Not in time. Lahorn doubles to left center. We're tied at 2. A ball that simply kept carrying to left center. Look how far the left fielder Olchin's playing in the corner. Flew out, one hopped off the wall. Aggressive base running. Medellin cuts the corner, slides in just ahead of the throw. And the go-ahead run for the Beach is out at second base with 1 out in the 5th. And the Beach dugout is feeling it. Jocelyn Vidal takes strike 1, and take a look at that at-bat. Think about Lahorn. Fouling off pitch after pitch with 2 strikes, working it full, gets one to hammer, and lets it fly to tie this game up at 2. Each team's had center fielders or an outfielder rob a run. A runner cut down at the plate today. Each defensive miscues. And then when it's come down to a big swing, each team's gotten that big extra base hit. And we're knotted up at 2. One. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. After Vidal is Durazo. Vidal has been hit by a pitch, grounded into a fielder's choice. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Throw to first, retires and records the second out. 6th K of the night for Terry. The thing about this Long Beach rally, though, Durazo comes up. If she gets out or not, it'll mean the bottom of the third of the order is up in the 6th. Means Long Beach State will get the top of the order up one more time by the time the 7th inning rolls around. As the off speed is a called strike 1. That's if it's necessary. Durazo, who is 1 for 2 tonight, a single and a strikeout, could give Long Beach their first lead of the night. Trailed 1-0 and 2-1. Come back to tie twice. 0-1. Swing and a miss. The 0-2, swung on a miss, strike three. Again, businesslike by Terry, number 7 of the evening, but not before the Beach here. Here's Savannah Polis sticking in and stepping in as she takes the first pitch. Outside, ball one. The Beach has battled back twice tonight, looking to shock a top 6 team in the country at home tonight. In a midweek that could hurt UCLA's regional chances potentially. The Pac-12 leaders. As that one spun in by Barnett for strike one. Has done a great effort working around 8 hits, 4 doubles, a home run, and kept this vaunted Bruins lineup at bay tonight in Long Beach. 1-1 is outside, ball 2. Each team has their 7, 8, 9 hitters due up in the 6th inning, but the top of the order ready to turn over with any base runner that reaches, or dare I say we get to the 7th and get to some late game dramatics if we're not there already. 2-1, line drive right center, base hit, will 2-hop to the wall. Leadoff double by Pola, 5th of the game for the Bruins, and her 2nd hit tonight. Quickly, Kelly Inouye Perez coming out to make a pinch running switch. Pinch running or actually pinch hitting? It's like we have a pinch hitter. Pola will stay out at second. Coming in to hit is Charlize Palacios. Palacios will come out for Castro. So Palacios comes in. Go-ahead run at second base. Nobody out, top 6. We'll take a called strike one. Cold off the bench is Palacios. Redshirt senior from Chula Vista. Was a 3-time All Pac-12 honoree. 21 and 22 and 23. Was a part of the All Pac-12 freshman team, getting the night off tonight. Meeting of the minds. Had a couple of hits in the second game of the Stanford series. Looking for a big 6th inning pitch hit single as the 0-1 is hit high and deep to left. It is gone. 2-run pinch hit blast for Palacios. It's 4-2 Bruins here in the 6th. Number 11 for Palacios, equaling Maya Brady for the team lead in home runs. Each going yard here tonight, and it's 4-2 UCLA. Has walked 43, struck out 22, so a little backwards reverse splits there. As she misses inside, ball 1 to Janelle Meoño. 9-1-2 up now for the Bruins. Meoño, Grant, and Maya Brady with an excellent opportunity to break things open here in the 6th. Long Beach has not led, but this is now the biggest Bruin lead of the night. As the 1-0 is a called strike one. Barnett pitched admirably tonight against a strong UCLA lineup, but 6 extra base hits were eventually her undoing. A double and a blast. The 1-1 off speed misses high. It was Sunday against Stanford, a Jordan Woolery 2-run blast put the Bruins ahead to stay in the 7th inning. And now in the 2nd consecutive game, it's been a 2-run home run late as UCLA potentially ahead to stay. 2-1, chopped up the middle into Quinlan's glove, turns, throws to first, off the glove of Lahorn. Almost handcuffed her a little bit. Second error of the night by the Beach. Right there, quick, easy turn pitch catch, and instead the catcher was not recorded. Error by Lahorn at first, who had the big swing that tied this game at 2. And now this is a part of the order Or if UCLA breaks it open, it could be in run roll territory if you're thinking big inning. Way too far ahead of that right now, this close game, but Grant takes a called strike 0-1. Bruins can smell blood in the water. Grant today 1 for 3, singling up the middle in the fourth. 0-1, skied foul and out of play. We'll see as we see a UCLA pitcher warming up. Looks like Mackenzie Fickey, a right-hander, warming and loosening up for the Bruins. 0-2 though from Quinlan. Off speed, hit in the air, and a diving catch made by Olsen. Unbelievable by the Long Beach State left fielder. My word, Sarah Olsen. Surely spectacular. Her second diving catch of the night. How does she even get there? Sprawling full extension into the warning track in foul territory to get the first out of the inning. With 1 out in the 6th. Takes low ball 1. SportsCenter might see a couple of top 10 plays tonight. Maybe just have a highlight package of the good stuff. 1-0. Brady line drive, base hit center field. Medellin gathers, throw cut off. It's 5-2 UCLA. Second RBI knock for Brady tonight. Puts the Bruins up by 3 here in the 6th.
Left fielder, number 40, Jalen
Jadalyn
Alchin.
Alchin coming up, 1 out, 1 on. Brady smacks it up the middle, line drive single, and that's where the error comes back to bite Long Beach State. Could be 2 outs as this one's grounded in the glove of Lahorn. Instead of risking a tough throw to second base to get the lead runner, steps at first and on the bag. So 2 outs, runner at second. Bruins going ahead on a 2-run blast by Charlize Palacios that chased the freshman right-hander Kate Barnett. And then unearned run coming in to score against Quinlan. Leonio scoring off the Brady single. Here is Sunday afternoon's hero for the Bruins, Jordan Woolery. Takes low ball 1. Woolery tonight, 1 for 2, a single, and one of many Bruin doubles. The 1-0, low and inside, ball 2. So after a brief 1-0 lead, 2-1 lead to the 5th, it's UCLA who comes through with what was their scheduled bottom third of the order and makes themselves a tough lineup to get through 3 and 4 times as the 2-0 misses outside 3-0. After Woolery is Stevens, who's got a hit, one of 11 for the Bruins tonight. The 3-0 pitch gets past Durazo, and heading to third on the wild pitch is Brady. Four-pitch walk issued to Woolery. There's Brady standing at third. 2 RBIs for her tonight. A solo blast back in the third and an RBI single here in this top half of the 6th. Ramsey Suarez, sophomore, coming in.
Number 31, Ramsey Suarez.
So Suarez would be taking Stevens' spot. Big swing could really break this one open. 2 outs, 2 on for UCLA. Quinlan goes off speed and drops it on the corner for strike 1. The 0-1 just misses low and away, ball one. The 1-1 to Suarez. Misses low and inside, ball two. Got Malaulu on deck if the inning continues, the scheduled hitter. Suarez hitting .258, 7 RBIs, 8 hits and 31 at-bats. 2-1, way outside as Quinlan attempts to be perfect with the location. So far only one 2-out hit. As the 3-1 swung on and fouled back, catching a piece of Durazo and the home plate umpire. 3-2. Line drive in the glove. It's short for out number 3. Perez. Caitlin Terry. First pitch in the bottom of the 6th. Has a chance to improve to 12-0. Michaela Ceballos pinch hitting for the Beach. Ceballos in this spot. That would be right fielder Carissa Sweet. 0-1. Fouled straight back off the screen. Ceballos hitting .207. 6 hits and 29 at-bats, getting an opportunity to swing it late. Yes, there could still be some late season jostling in the lineup for some teams. Unsung heroes, well, don't come out of nowhere for nothing. 0-2, outside ball one. Terry, 7 Ks, the 2 walks so far in 5 innings with 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. One, two, cut on a miss, strike 3. Number 8 for Caitlin Terry tonight. Probably saw some action and said, no, coach. I'm going to stay here and try to finish with this one out if she's given the chance. Carly Robbins tonight, 1 for 2. First pitch, off speed. Misses for ball one. The 1-0, right down the boulevard for strike 1. One pitch, muscled in the air, and a running stab at it by Malaulu. Not the easiest of plays to make. Retires Robbins for the 2nd out of the 6th.
Shortstop number 7, Selena Perez.
Malaulu has had a couple of strong defensive plays. Maybe not web gem worthy, but solid defensive play worthy. Worth acknowledgement that she's made some good plays defensively. As the first pitch pumps and hits the outside corner. Strike 1 to Selena Perez, an RBI single in the 2nd. Reached on an error by Brady in the 4th. Hitting only $125 this year, an unlikely candidate to have an RBI single, but tied in the 2nd when she did, and rips and fouls the 0-1 away. 0-2. Behind everybody in the grandstand at the LBSU softball complex, got a bunch of kids running around. And to make sure they're okay, nobody got hit, nobody got hurt. 0-2, misses low, ball 1. 1-2. Perez, slow ground ball hit slowly to short. Brady turns, fires, and a laser. A 1-2-3 inning for Terry, leading to an extra run in the top 6th as Mo Quinlan goes against Mala'ulu. Takes high, ball 1. 6, 7, and 8. Mala'ulu, Pola, and Palacios for Kelly Inouye Perez's squad. 1-0. Right down the boulevard for strike 1. Mala'ulu 0 for 2 today, but as mentioned before, has been solid defensively at 3rd to 9 on a couple of tough plays. Has needed to be as well. 1-1. Takes high, ball 2, hitting .293. Seen the batting average dip from .301 for the senior third baseman. Has to work her way back up to the 300 mark. Start by a base hit here as she slaps the 2-1 foul, 2-2. Two. Misses low, 3-2. Again, Quinlan has struggled with control of the Long Beach left-hander. Twice as many walks as strikeouts. So when things aren't going correctly, it's usually a lack of location. 3-2, fouled away. Three-two, cut on a miss, strike 3. Caught on the fly, throw to first. Retires Mala'ulu in the 23rd K of the season for Quinlan. Gets the first out of this 7th inning.
Second baseman number 5, Savannah Pola.
Pola, whose big double started that 6th inning, scores what stands to be the game-winning run. As her first pitch misses inside, 1-0. Singled, home a run in the 2nd. Scoring on the 2-run blast by Palacios in the 6th. Only hitting .232 and takes one off the right thigh. Did that hit the kneecap? Whatever it is, it certainly doesn't feel good. It's 8:01 p.m. A wry smile. You hope she's okay. Pointing out to Kelly Inouye Perez where that hit. Back and forth. Inouye Perez was motioning to the bench, hey, let's get a pinch runner. Pola said, you know what, let me go to first base. Just right above that right kneecap. That never feels good, especially when the weather gets a little cooler. Even near the end of April as she tries to stretch it out. Charlize Palacios, pinch hit, stay in the game as a catcher. The big swing that changed the game, our moment of the game thus far. 2-run blast in the 6th. Her 11th of the year. 15th extra base hit for the Bruin catcher, hitting .350. 354 to be exact, as she takes outside 2-0. The bottom third of the Bruin order, if you include Palacios, is 5 for 7. 2-0. Crosses the inside corner for strike 1. 2-1 pitch. Off speed, drops in there for strike 2. Two. Off speed, does not warrant the call. Did not get the trigger pulled, and it's 3-2. Thought they had frozen Palacios. Souders wondering that missed. Need a Thanathorn, the assistant coach, saying where'd that one miss as well. 3-2, way far outside. Ball 4. They got their money pitch on the 2-2, didn't get the call. Went with the rise, no bueno. And here's Janelle Meoño. Two on, 1 out. The senior center fielder, 1 for 3, reached on an error back in the 6th. Scored a run, squares to bunts, misses, strike 1. After Meoño, you've got the top of the order, so this is a big out Quinlan needs to get. Fouled away 0-2. Grant and then Brady, who have combined for 3 hits, 2 in scoring position, although they've only plated a pair of RBIs. Back and forth they go, jostling for the team's lead in batting average. Cut on a miss, strike 3. Just the 2nd K tonight for Quinlan in relief of Cape Barnett. As Megan Grant steps in, left-on-left matchup, pair on, 2 out in a 5-2 game in the 7th. Long Beach will have their top of the order. Olsen, Bakar, and Medellin. Will it be against Terry? Or UCLA go to a new arm? Grant takes strike 1. Oh, 1. Grant punches it in the ground foul. One for 4. Couple of pop outs, ground out, singled up the middle in the 4th. Only to see the runner thrown out at the plate. 0-2, way outside. One, 2, off speed, popped up. Perez calls everybody off and holds on to it for out number 3. 3 outs away from the 28th victory for UC. And now it's a 5-2 game in the 7th. Sarah Olsen comes up. Long Beach needs a pair of runners to bring the tying run to the plate. Olsen, Bakar, Medellin. As Terry wishes to go after another complete game. It would be her 8th of the year if she's able to get the game's final 3 outs. The 0-1 misses high, ball 1. The Beach has compiled some offense mixed with 5 hits, a couple of walks, a couple batters hit by a pitch. As the 1-1, Olsen skies it away quickly behind 1 and 2. Olsen 0 for 3 today, has made 2 outstanding defensive plays and was robbed of an RBI double that could have tied the game at the time at 2. 1-2, misses low in the dirt. UCLA has pounded out 7 extra base hits to Long Beach State's 1. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Would have been ball three, but Olsen chases the rise. 9th strikeout for Terry tonight. Steps up. Takes high ball one. Bakar 0 for 2, reached on a walk in the third. Outside corner for strike one. One. Misses high, ball two. Two-one pitch. Misses low in the dirt, ball three. The only double-digit strikeout performance this year for Terry was 12 Ks against Weber State early March. 3-1. Fouled away, 3-2. Terry is one strike away from her second career double-digit strikeout performance. Not exactly blowing people away, but tonight certainly has been outstanding. 3-2, one out, nobody on. Popped foul and out of play, back into the crowd. Oh, but wonder who's going to get to that first. That's on the other side of the fence. Get a free gift card if they can get there. Three-two. Grounded foul. Three-two. Again fouled away, and Bakar puts that one off her foot. Oh boy, that's painful. A cold night. Foul ball off your toe. It's never the best of feelings. Getting some words of encouragement from an assistant coach. Rub some dirt in her hands to swing the bat, although it's the foot that's in a bit of discomfort after fouling away another 3-2 pitch. Here we go. Fouled away once again. Terry struggling to find something that gets past the bat of Jacqueline Bakar. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Who will win it, Terry or Bakar? 3-2. And it is ball four. The appeal to first, no swing, and a battle won by Bakar. The 3-2 froze everybody. A little low. From our angle where we're watching, it looked a little higher at the knees, but it dipped just at the last moment as Medellin comes to the plate, tying a run on deck. Swings through the first pitch, 0-1, and a 10-pitch battle goes to Bakar at first base. And that 10 strikeout milestone for Terry will have to wait. Medellin takes high, ball one. Hit by a pitch in the first. Grounded into a fielder's choice. singled and scored the then tying run back in the 5th. One. Medellin swings through it again, 1-2. The 1-2. Medellin. Called strike 3. Punched out. Number 10 for Terry. Second time in the season and her career. She's had 10 strikeouts or more in an appearance. 1 out away from her 12th win of the year and her 8th complete game. Medellin thought she could leave that one on the corner. Got a little bit back inside is Sinclair Lahorn. Swings and misses, strike 1. Had a key double in the 5th. Needs to extend this game to bring up the tying run on deck. Terry says, let's not do that. 0-1. Fouled away. 1 strike away from the 6th win in a row by UCLA. Fresh set of softballs coming in. As the Beach is down to their final strike tonight. Freshman Southpaw has racked up 11 wins, no losses, and a save in her young UCLA career. Her 0-2 on its way. That's high, ball 1. One-two. High, ball 2. Palacios held it. The Bruins wanted it, didn't get it. Game extends for 1 more pitch. Team that's been rising high in the rankings, in the Pac-12 standings. Long Beach team that's scrapped and clawed their way back into the Big West race. The 2-2 popped up. Malulu squeezes it tight. And Caitlin Terry, for the 12th time this year, comes out victorious in the circle.